Happy Wednesday, babes. I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day. Today, I want to share my birthday haul with you. My birthday was on November 12th, and I wanted to get myself a few goodies. I had been saving money for a little while now, and during the same time, like right around the same time, I had a few investments that ended up paying off, so I added a few more goodies to that list. So I have a total of 7 items that I want to share with you guys. I have one more on its way to me, and that one I'll probably just end up doing a reveal on Instagram if you guys are interested. And out of all of these items, one of them was a gift. So like I said, I went a little crazy. And as you will notice, most of the items are from the Chanel fashion house. And I just have to say that the cruise collection for 2017 really got me. Really got me, as most of these items are from, if not all of these items are from that collection. So without further ado, let's get started. You will also notice that some of these items don't come with the camellia or the ribbon, and that's because I purchased them at the Chanel boutique inside of Neiman Marcus. And then as I'm showing you guys the items, I'll end up putting like the SKU information up on the screen, as well as like the retail price, because I don't know about you guys, but whenever I watch unboxings, I really find it helpful when I know how much an item is. That way I don't have to try to track it down online, because sometimes they don't end up putting the prices up. So I will also be doing that throughout the video. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. The first goodie comes in this Chanel box. It just says Chanel on the front. And then when you open it up, you have the dust bag that says Chanel as well. And I picked up this cutie. The minute I saw it, I fell in love. I picked up this brooch, and I believe it's called the license plate brooch, even though on here it just says brooch. It says 17C, golden, black, and pearly white, and as you can tell, it says Coco 555 with the Chanel on top and the double CC. And I will also end up including like a picture or a shot of it so you guys can see it up close, because I think if I bring it up too close to the camera, it might end up washing it out. But it doesn't have the type of closure that most of the brooches do. This is more of a stick pin, as you can see. But I just thought this was super, super cute. I love just the contrast of the pearls on it, or the faux pearls, I should say, with the black enamel and the gold hardware. So there we go, that little brooch. I think it is so cute. Like I said, when I saw it at the boutique, actually when my sales associate sent me a picture, I was just like, oh, yes. So that is the first goodie, the little brooch. Okay, and then the next one came from Hermes. And here is the box with a little ribbon. I tried to tie it back together. I am horrible at it, to be honest. And there is the box that says Hermes Paris. This item didn't come with a dust bag. I'm very curious as to why that is. Maybe it was supposed to, who knows? But if you guys know, please let me know in the comment section down below. I'm very, very curious. All right, so I picked up this beauty, which is the Bastia. I picked it up in Epsom leather, and the color is Bougainvillea, and it comes with palladium hardware. This color is absolutely stunning, and I love the fact that the camera is picking up the color exactly the way that it is. It is almost like a dark pink, very light red, but I just cannot get over how beautiful this color is. And don't worry, my Louis Vuitton round coin purse isn't going anywhere. I just wanted to add a little variety to my collection, and a lot of you guys highly recommended this item, especially for me to purchase it in the Epsom leather over the goat skin, just because it tends to be a little bit more carefree. But there we go. So let me open it up so you guys can check out the stamping. It says Hermes Paris, made in France, with the palladium hardware there. It's just a very simple design, and again, I just wanted to add color to my collection. They had black, they had brown. Obviously, those aren't the names of the colors, but I just wanted to go for a pop of color. So I thought that this color was just fitting. I just wanted a very, very vibrant type of red, a pink, and this color definitely delivers that. So the Bastia, and on the receipt, it just says Portemonnaie Bastia GM Bougainvillea. So there we go. Love that little piece. Gorgeous. All right, moving right along to this guy. And it came with the camellia, the ribbon. Let's take that off, so this video isn't a million years long. Okay, and yes, as most of you know, they are shoes. So here are the dust bags. I am dropping everything. My receipt from Chanel. And These will definitely not be a surprise because you guys know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you guys know my absolute love for these types of shoes from Chanel. Okay, and I think that if I bring these up to the camera too close, I might end up washing it out because the color is very light. So I will put a picture or a clip so you guys can see them up close. All right, so I picked up these beauties, which are the pink patent iridescent espadrilles from the Cruise collection. See if I bring them up. You guys can't even see them. You can't really tell, so I'll just hold them over here. But they have a little bit of like gold flaking throughout, and I was a little worried about them being patent. I thought that it might be a little too difficult for me to wear, like when you first put them in, because we all know that with espadrilles, whether you get lambskin or whether you get some of the canvas ones, you still have to break them in. At least I do anyways. So I thought that these might be a little bit of a challenge, but to be honest, I felt that these were very easy to just slide right on. I definitely had to use a shoehorn with them. But I love this color, and I knew about these probably 4 or 5 months ago when I was talking to one of the sales associates, and I put myself on so many different lists because I knew that they wouldn't have, they wouldn't have so many of these come in. So I was just determined to get these, and I'm so happy that they ended up working out perfectly, and it is exactly what I expected. But I love how light the pink is. And then I'll bring it up as close as I can so you guys can see it. Hopefully it doesn't wash it out. You definitely won't be able to see the little gold flakes throughout. But there you go. And I also picked these up in the size 40. I wear a size 9 in the US, and I always go up to a 40 with any type of espadrilles. And I have found that whether I get lambskin, whether I get canvas, whether I get the patent leather now, that they all pretty much end up fitting the same once my foot is inside of the shoe. So I know some people end up, when they purchase their espadrilles, it's pretty true to size, but mine I end up having to go up one size for sure. All right, so let's put these babies aside. But yeah, definitely, when I like I said, when I put them on with the shoehorn, I was so surprised that my foot was able to just slide right in without any issues. Whereas some of the other ones that I've had, sometimes I kind of have to sit there and I feel like, Cinderella's wicked stepsister trying to like put my foot in the shoe. But I didn't have any problems with those whatsoever. All right, and then here we go. And this is another pair of shoes. And there is the box that says Chanel. And let's open it. Oh, I'm dropping everything everywhere. There's my receipt from the boutique, my dust bags. These will also not be a surprise, as I just mentioned with the previous ones. But these are also, like I said, from the Cruise collection. And I picked up another pair of espadrilles. Oh, yes. I picked up these babies, and they are in black and white. They have a little bit, actually, they have a whole lot of little silver flaking throughout. And I don't know if the camera's going to capture it or not. So, again, I will insert a picture or an up-close shot so you guys can see them a little bit better. And I also picked these up in the size 40, as I mentioned earlier. And then when I show them on camera, it almost looks like it's just black and white. But because you have the silver threading throughout the fabric, it's almost like a silvery white, if that makes any sense. But on the box, it just says silver and black, and it says Espadrilles fabric. But I really like the contrast of the black and white. It's very, very fitting for the fashion house, and I was just very happy that I was able to add these to my espadrille collection because I tend to be a little crazy when it comes to this type of Chanel footwear. I don't know. I just feel that it's very much my style. I'm a casual dresser, and I just like the fact that they're just super easy, super comfortable to wear without too much fuss. And the next goodie is also from Chanel, and this is one of Robert's gifts to me. When he gave this to me, he said, because you have so many neutrals in your collection, because you have so much black, I wanted you to have a pop of color. So he picked this out for me. All right. And it also came with a little black ribbon, and it has a little care booklet inside. And then there is the dust bag. And he chose this beauty, which is the small zip wallet in the turquoise caviar leather with the light gold hardware. but check it out. I think it's showing up maybe a little bit brighter than it really is. It's a little bit darker, but when I saw the jumbo in this color, it reminded me of like a Tiffany blue, but it's definitely not that. It doesn't have that much of a blue undertone to it, but there we go. It's just a beautiful, beautiful color. Definitely something completely different in my collection, but I'll bring it up as close as I can. And then it has the little leather pull tab. And then you have that beautiful, I absolutely love the color of this hardware, even though I do also like the gold, you know, the bright, bright gold that they have for Chanel. I just like the fact that this light gold hardware can go with anything. So if you're the type of person that likes to match your jewelry to your to the hardware on your bags, I think that this will be great to transition from either silver to gold jewelry with ease. Let me open it up. Enough chit chat. But this is the exact same size as the pink caviar that I have. But there you go. You have a total of 4 credit card slots, 2 on one side, 2 on another, and then you have a little zip compartment here, and then in here I have the authenticity card and the SKU card, and it just says small zip wallet turquoise 17C for cruise collection. But there we go. What do you guys think? He did good. He's like, seriously, he's like, you have way too much black, way too much brown. Get some color in there. So I thought that was very, very sweet of him. So there we go. And it also has this Chanel stamping on one side, and it says made in Spain on the other. Okay, so I thought that was so, so sweet of him. All right, we are getting down to the final 2, and they are both from Chanel. So the next one comes in this box, and these I picked up at Neiman's, if you guys are wondering. And it is a pair of shoes. So inside I have the care booklet, the dust bags, and I picked up these. I finally tracked them down, and it was only because of pure dumb luck, to be honest. I just happened to be there at the right time, the right place type of situation. But I picked up sorry, these beauties, which are the mules, and this is in the color khaki. Now, when I first saw these types of shoes, or like this style, I didn't really think it was me, because it reminded me of, you know, like the Adidas pool slippers or sandals that everyone would wear if you were in water polo in high school. That's what it reminded me of. And I didn't think that these would really end up working out for me, but I love the combination of this green, even though it is, I mean, the color is khaki, that's what they're saying it is. It reminds me of like an army green, and I saw this, I took a snapshot of it on Instagram probably like 2 months ago, and I fell in love with these, and I kept asking my sales associates, do you guys have these? Do you guys have these? And they're like, no, those are gone. We don't have those anymore. We're waiting for the new colors to come in. So I was browsing around Neiman's, and I went over to the Chanel footwear, and I saw that they had these, and they had the navy ones as well. So if you guys are wondering, this is the Neiman's at Fashion Valley in San Diego. So give them a call, and hopefully they'll have your size if you guys are interested in those. But when I asked the lady, I said, okay, do you happen to have these in a 40? And the reason I went with 40 is because a lot of people had said that they're very similar in sizing as far as espadrilles go. So if you end up wearing a 9 in the US, go up to a 40 in espadrilles. So do the same thing with these. So that's why I asked for 40. And I kind of cringed when I asked her, because I have a large feet. I think I have big feet for my height. I am 5'5", 5'4". I wear a 9 in the US, so I tend to wear a 40 in, you know, with any type of Chanel footwear. And the crappy thing about my shoe size is that size is one of the most popular ones. So usually when I ask for, you know, a popular pair of shoes, they never have my size. They have like 36, 35, 37. So there's no way I could fit into those. So she looked in the back and she said we had 1 pair of 40s, and I just figured, okay, it's my dumb luck that they had them, right? So I put them on, and I never thought, like I said earlier, I never thought that these would really end up working out for me. Every time I see them on everyone else, I think they look so, so cute. But when I put them on, I felt that they were super comfortable, very much my style as far as how casual of a dresser I am. But I just could not get over the way that the little chain was glistening up against the green. As I said earlier, even though it is khaki, it's definitely more of an army green in my opinion. And one thing I did want to note, that with these shoes, on this part here, this is made out of leather, and the navy ones are made out of it's like a satin material. So I wonder how the satin would end up wearing over time versus the leather. I feel that these might be a little bit better because if your feet end up sweating, I know mine sometimes do in the summertime, that I don't know how, I feel that these might end up making my feet breathe a little bit better, if that makes any sense. I don't know, but I'm very curious to see how the satin ones would wear over time, because they do have other colors coming out. They have like a yellow, this beautiful fuchsia, it's like a magenta, and then a bright blue as well, you know, in addition to this and the navy blue for the cruise collection. But there is the bottom. It says Chanel, and then it also just says made in Italy here. But I think these are super cute. I don't know what it is about them, and I'm just super happy that I was able to add them to my collection, and I'm happy that I'm able to do this video now, because since it is still like 85, 90 degrees here in Southern California in November, I can start sporting these now. So the mules in the khaki color from Chanel with the light gold hardware. We are down to the last one. Now this one came with the Chanel ribbon, which I ripped off, and there is the box, and it also came with the camellia, but when I ripped off the camellia, I ruined the box just a little bit. But here we go. I am so excited about this item. There is the dust bag, and it has this little guy just to ensure, you know, it doesn't move around too much. Now this item, I cannot believe that I was able to get this item. I seriously, because of how in demand this item is. And at first I was thinking, no, I'm going to add color to my collection. But when you see one of these types of items, and especially since I do love this type of leather, you just kind of go for it. And I picked up this beauty, which is the mini flap rectangular size in the black caviar leather with the light gold hardware. Now I know a lot of you guys are thinking, what, you already have a mini in the lambskin, but this is another unicorn piece. They are so hard to come by, and I was looking at the dark pink. I was also looking at the I think it was the dark red lambskin, the red velvet, the patent gray, but none of those made my heart sing as much as this one. And I just thought, you know, I can't pass on it. There's no way I can pass on it, especially because it is very, very carefree. And you will notice a few things. The caviar is definitely a lot shinier, and I brought out my my medium large so you guys can kind of see the comparison. And another detail that you guys will notice is the fact that it has the edge stitching along the CC closure, which usually mini flaps do not have. And I also brought out my lambskin one so you guys can have a comparison. But here's my medium large caviar leather, and then the new rectangular mini. And you can see that this one is just a little bit shinier than this one is. And then I'll see if I can bring them up as close as I can so you guys can see the difference. I feel like the pebbles are probably a little bit more noticeable on the medium large versus this one here. And then I will also try to include pictures at the end of this video so you guys can see this up close without washing out the camera. And here is the lambskin mini, and as you can see, it doesn't have the stitching along the edging on the turn lock closure. And then here it is on the new one. So you have a little bit of a difference there as well. So here's the front side of it. As you can see, it still has the little protective blue sticker on the hardware. The side view of it, another side view, and then the bottom. And then there's the back side. And then let me just open this up so you guys can see it a little bit better. Let me take out the stuffing and then the little felt. It also still has the little sticker up top that says, or on the hardware that says Paris Chanel. And there's a better shot of it. Let me take out the chain. And here is the interior. As you can see, it has a little zippered compartment there, another little slip pocket, and then in that slip pocket I had the certificate of authenticity, and I also had the little SKU card, and it just says 17C for Cruise Collection 2017 flat bag black. But there we go. And the best part about this also is that it says Chanel made in France. So this little cutie is made in France. So there you go. The mini flap, a rectangular in black caviar leather with a light gold hardware. I was contemplating getting another mini, either the gray patent leather or the red lambskin. And the only reason why I passed on the red lambskin is because the red is actually more orange. And I'm looking for that perfect shade of red. And then the patent leather, you guys gave me such amazing feedback on Instagram. I cannot thank you enough. But then I had to think of why I ended up selling all of my pieces from Vernis from Louis Vuitton. And even though I am a sucker for Vernis, I'm a sucker for patent leather. I love how vivid, how vibrant the colors look with that type of leather. I just didn't want to run the risk of it having it sit there on my shelf as it did with the Louis Vuitton pieces. So unfortunately, I did pass on it. But again, thank you guys so much for all of your feedback. It is much, much appreciated. And I think I might do little baby steps and get a small leather good in patent leather and see how that ends up wearing out or working for my lifestyle. But I'm super happy that I was able to add this to my collection, and I know I'm twinning with a lot of you guys, but I just couldn't pass on the fact that it was black caviar leather. And even though I do have the black mini, I don't know, I love both of these, and I'm just loving mini bags right now. I never thought that I would say that, especially if you go back a year's time on my videos. I would have never picked up one of these because I thought that it might look too funky on my body frame and whatnot. But that does it for my haul. But I also wanted to say that even though these gifts are, you know, these self gifts and then the gift that Robert got me are great, there was nothing better than the fact that I was able to spend time with my friends and family. And I think that spending time with friends and family will always, always prevail over anything materialistic. And I do have to share another goodie that Robert purchased for me, and that is that canvas right there. It is a 20 by 30 black and white picture of Edward Phillip, who is my dog. And if you guys have been watching me for a while, you guys know how much I love Edward, and the fact that he got that for me, I started crying. I mean, I was crying. I was bawling like a baby because I just thought that is probably like the best gift I have ever gotten. So I think that was pretty amazing. So that does it for my haul. Hopefully the SKU information and then the retail pricing throughout the video was able to help you guys out, especially when you're thinking about adding any of these items to your collection. But thank you guys so much for watching, and a huge thank you to every one of you who wished me a happy birthday on my videos on Instagram. You guys are the best. You made me feel so incredibly special. So thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you possibly later this week. If not, I will see you on Monday. And as always, make it a fabulous day or not, the choice is yours. Have a great day, you guys.